And a good morning to you all. It is a Tuesday morning here, and as the caption says, it's been a difficult 24 hours here in the journalism industry and here at WJET. We lost a colleague and another one, very close friend of mine, has we didn't lose him, but we're going to lose him here on the TV station. Most of you probably have heard by now, our colleague and journalism Scott Bremner passed away at his home. And when you think of Scott, I mean you've got to put him in some of the greats here in local TV journalism. He's right up there with Carol Pella and some of the other the ones of the past. The Hyle Richmonds, the Vance McBrides, the Ned McGrath, and more recently, Cindy Patton, and those who were on the air for decades, and those who are still on the air today as well. When it came to investigative journalism, Scott, when I first started at Channel 35, Scott was kind of the understudy to Carol Pella. I think he, really, he had a great mentor in Carol, and Scott picked up on that, and he, Carol probably one of the best investigators that Erie ever had, and Scott followed that in his own reporting, in his own anchoring. By the time he came to us, he was at Jet. He was our assignment editor. He basically was the one who sent people out on their assignments. But because of his vast knowledge and his great ability to report, we send him out to report. During COVID, he was our reporter when a lot of our reporters were down with COVID. You can't say enough about him. You really can't. He was stable. Erie's lost one of its great journalists. There's no two ways of looking at it. Too young, 63 years old. He did have some health issues, unfortunately, and looks like it just got the best of him yesterday. But certainly, as we've been saying on Facebook, on our website, and Sean Lafferty was special this morning because Sean, of course, worked with Scott. Sean started at Channel 35 a year after I did, so we've worked with Scott for decades. Sean especially because they were both news people. So I'm glad Sean took the time to come out. But it is a sad day for us in journalism, and keep He's at two daughters, keep them in your prayers, and keep the family in your prayers as well. And other sad news. My colleague, who I've worked with for over almost 2 decades here, Dave Belmondo, announced his retirement officially last evening, and there's just not enough time to discuss, what Dave meant to the morning show here at Jet, what he meant to you, the audience, what he meant to me, both professionally and personally. I can say that he was one of the best morning anchor ever to grace Erie television. He knew how to do the morning show, adding just the right mix of personality, professionalism, humor, and some of his antics and some of his puns and some of his sayings are legendary. You want to go on our Facebook page, on our website, that we have a nice little rendition. Not to be outdone, of course, was his Route 24s. We forget that before he became a staple and more as a morning anchor, he did the Route 24s. He went to places and did things from the circus to, as Sean Lafferty mentioned this morning, he did a thing about on Thanksgiving, save the mince on mincemeat. and people just loved it. He would do anything for a laugh, and yet he was very professional. You could put him in a very serious situation, and he was fantastic. You could put him in Route 24 at the circus. He was fantastic. The man could do it all. He appears to be holding his own as far as his health, but retirement will certainly help him to hopefully get back on track here as he battles his cancer. We wish best this lesson to their 3 kids. Now we can enjoy them and the grandkids a little bit more. But it is, a very sad day here at WJET. Sad and solemn. Again, to the Bremner family, we give our heartfelt condolences, I'm sure. And to Dave, we do wish you the best. I mean, this morning chat doesn't even scratch the surface of how much he's meant to me, both personally, professionally. He was so fun. He made it a joy to come in on and do the morning show for all those years. And hopefully he can make some cameo appearances once in a while, as his gumption and his health allows. So I'm hoping that we haven't seen the last of him. Maybe he'll do a special Route 24, perhaps. But for now, keep him in your thoughts and prayers, as he continues his battle with cancer and, tries to rest up and to recover. But nobody deserves the retirement better than you, Dave. And it's good to have you. It's good to have you. Take care. Okay, real quick here. We'll just, we have see skies already starting to clear here. That's certainly some good news. We'll go right to the forecast here and show it to you now. And you can see we have a couple drops of rain are possible for this morning. And other than that, the sun comes out later on in the day. And we'll see some great weather here, good outdoor weather. Spent a lot of time yesterday out in the garden. Looks like I'll have more time, and you'll have more time to enjoy doing whatever you want to do outside, a walk. This is fantastic. This is the kind of weather I want to bottle up. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Could hit 80 on Friday, so we'll get a little bit of, not going to see a whole lot of humidity here. Mother's Day coming up, not bad. Neither day, Tom, Jacob, and I all agree this. We are not seeing washouts here. Maybe even dry. There is that possibility. So, but it will be on the warm side before it gets a little bit cooler as we head. Again, there you have it. Again, condolences to the Bremner family, and our thoughts and prayers and our best to my friend and my colleague, Dave Belmondo, and his family. You all take care of yourselves. Let's do this again tomorrow. Enjoy.